What is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of My Summer Car. I don't know how it happened, but apparently on our initial supply run, we killed someone. So I woke up the next morning and I went out to the kitchen, and if you guys have played the game, when you have an arrest warrant, the police come to your house and they're waiting outside. And I saw the police officer standing at the window. I was like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. So sure enough, I answered the door and I read the arrest warrant, and apparently we were being arrested for manslaughter. So I'm not sure when that happened. Um, I'm just wondering because it was off camera when we were heading out in the tractor. We did come head on with the guy in the green car that speeds around. I think he's your cousin. Um, that's one part of the game I've never really explored, but I think he might have. We got off the side of the road, and I think he might have clipped the trailer, and I don't know. Maybe he died from that. Because I know I definitely didn't run over anyone specifically. That's the only thing I can think of. But we got 5 days in the hole. I'm gonna try and grind the jail life out off camera. I believe, if I remember rightly, you can just sit there and stare at the TV until your fatigue level's like almost full, and then go to sleep. And it sort of passes the days a little bit quicker. But I'm going to grind this out off camera, and I'll see you guys when we are out of jail. Alright, so we're back at home, and I would be lying if I said that I served the jail term. I figured out that you couldn't manipulate your fatigue bar in jail, and I wasn't sitting in the hole for 5 days. I was thinking to myself, it would be quicker to just do the supply run again and get back around to day 2. So that is what I've done, and hopefully it's morning again. No coppers. You beauty. I'm assuming it's probably pretty far into the day. Yeah, it's midday, because I stayed up pretty late last night sorting stuff out. And that was last night's effort. And then we got 4 empties in the tractor as well. What else do I need to do at the moment? I think we're all good. Also remembered to post that letter this time, which is an added bonus. We got all the ingredients for the kill you. Got beers. Got backup, because she's not a fully. And I believe we got pretty much everything we need to get the car running. And pretty much ready for inspection, depending on how the tuning goes. But what we might do... Interesting, that's not where I left the tractor. I think that's what I could hear when I was putting stuff away last night. I believe the bus does come down here. And I was pretty sure I could hear the bus, but it was pitch black outside, so I wasn't going out there to have a look. Yeah, we got a couple of dead soldiers in there. Oh, phone's ringing. Shit, hopefully don't miss it. Get in there. No, it's Grandma.
Etkö sitä
Milk,
pääsis
sugar and
kaapata
sausages,
hakkeen
eh?
mulle maitoa, makkaraa ja sokeria? Kun ei tätä.
Alright, it's enough of that. As far as I can tell, that job kind of sucks now. I don't know if it's the because originally you could just have stuff like food that's supposed to go in the fridge. You could just leave it out and nothing would happen. But now it spoils. And the thing with Grandma now is she doesn't like spoilt stuff. So the milk and the sausages that you get for her can spoil. And then the sugar, obviously that doesn't matter. But as far as I can tell, she used to be able to get anywhere up to about 1,000 marks out of her. And as far as I've seen lately, people get like 160 marks. It's almost not worth doing. If we get bored, we might go and do that at some stage. The other thing is you got to sit through her conversation, which, if you check the wiki, it tells you can go from between 4 to 12 minutes before she'll give you the money. Which is, yeah, not going to sit there for friggin' 12 minutes, potentially, to wait for her to give us 160 marks after we've ran into town to get her stuff. There are plenty of other good jobs on the horizon. Alright. Quick drinky poo here. Just a couple of fallen soldiers there. Now what? Stuff it. We'll go one more. We're only driving the boat in this episode. Getting a little wobbly there, but should be right. Righto. So, I'm gonna go jump in the boat. I should probably move this. It's not in an ideal position. I didn't want to do it last night because it was getting real dark. Heartbreak. Every time. The other fallen soldiers rattling around down there. I'm just going to move it back around here. Because hopefully the next time we have to use a tractor, it'll be for the wood job. Cranker in there. Straighten that out. I reckon that'll do us, girls. Pretty much perfect. We could probably drive it forward a little bit, but we'll worry about that when we come around to chopping the wood. Now, we're going to go jump in the boat, and we're going to get all the stuff from the cottage, or island cottage. Primarily the brewing bucket for the Kilyu. We can get that to brew. And hopefully if we have a little bit time left in the day, we can get a little bit of a start on the Satsuma. The beast. The big red beast. So, I'm going to jump in the boat. I believe this thing has a reasonable amount of fuel in it, and I don't think it chews through it too quickly either, so we should be right to get over there and back. Good thing nowadays in the game, they put a patch in where if you open the fuel cap on anything now, it'll tell you the level of the fluid. in the fuel tank, including jerry cans and even some of the fluid. Yeah, that's heaps of fuel. Even some of the fluid containers on the car for like the clutch and brake and stuff. It'll tell you the levels in there now. The only thing it doesn't tell you for, I think, is the engine oil, but that's what the dipstick's for. Oh, mate, first pull. Tell you what, if I had a missus and she saw that, she'd be pregnant straight away. Righto, we're gonna... That's right. It does, why can't I... That's right. It's been a long time since I've driven a boat. Hopefully this thing isn't too loud for you guys. That's the island pretty much right in front of us there. Alright. We are here. Just gently I wanted to get that positioned a little better, but very right. She'll do the job. Alright, so there's a couple of things to grab here. Interesting. I thought there was a... Ah, yeah, there is. Oh, you can chop wood over here too. I forgot about that. Maybe... I can't remember how to use the grill and stuff. They've got a grill here. It's like a actual, like, built-in one. I believe you put logs in there, maybe. And... you can cook sausages and stuff on it. But yeah, I was wondering if there was still a water fountain over here. Not that it matters, but... Alright. The primary thing that we came for. The brewing bucket. Drunk guy, as I call him. I think most people call him that. He's going to be thrilled that we're in business with the bootleg alcohol business. I think that's all what's in there. There's a sauna here, isn't there? Yeah. Ah, it's a bit different to the one at the house. Is it? Ah, it's... Yeah, right. That doesn't seem to open. So obviously that one's powered by firewood. Interesting. That's all we need out of there. The rest of the stuff's in here. There's the camera. I'm not sure what you really use that for in this game. I think you can take photos and it sort of saves them as a screenshot, but you can just take a normal screenshot. It's all the same. Probably easier to take the screenshot, to be honest. But we'll grab everything anyway. We got a lantern here. I'm not sure if this is any use, really. We do have a torch back at the house. Whoop. Try not to drop anything in the drink like I just dropped myself in there. I'm going to move that camera because it's a little bit dubious where it's sitting. Not that it matters if the camera goes in the drink, really. I'm more worried about the bucket. Coffee pan or kettle. I believe we can use this on the stove at home to brew coffee. It's not something I normally do in this game, but may as well grab everything while we're here. That way we don't really have to come back over here because there's really not a lot of point of this little island here, apart from initially getting all this stuff. Got the coffee mug for the coffee. And the other fun stuff, the fireworks bag. Just make sure not to let them off inside the house. You don't end up dying from it. I did it once. Me and one of my mates were fooling about in the kitchen, and he decided to let the fireworks off in the kitchen, and I didn't die from it, but it seriously maims you. I don't know if I would have died from it eventually, but oh yes, the fishing trap as well, because Grandma sometimes asks you to bring her fish. As far as I know, the fish, it's actually a whole lot easier to catch fish over here at the cottage. But you can still catch fish on the shore, on the mainland anyway. Basically, I'll just leave it in the water and it'll slowly catch fish. And then if she rings asking for fish, then we can go and deliver those to her. Just make sure we haven't forgotten anything else. It's been a while, so I can't really remember everything that's over here. I think we've got everything. So we'll head back. And because I redid the supply run, we don't have to go over to the town and drop that envelope over, so that's good. Mate, I'm on fire with it today. Oh, we're in losers. No, you're gonna be in driving mode. I want to be a little bit more central to the boat. We're not. There we go. It was weird before, it was showing that it was in, was it low range or high range? One of the two. As far as I know, the boat doesn't have a range. Alright, so back we go with this stuff. We'll get back, we'll set the fish trap in the water, and grab the bucket out, and everything else can honestly just stay in the boat for the time being, until I can be asked getting it out. Because we don't need anything else. Maybe the fireworks. We might save them for occasion. When we're celebrating something. I don't know what, but maybe we'll celebrate getting the Satsuma built and passing inspection. But you can always celebrate with beers in this game. Plus we got I think it's vodka, which comes in a little gift that you get from your uncle, along with the money, and there's a turbo badge for the car, which I think is a little ironic considering that it's never put a turbo into the game. The only vehicle that I know of in the game, and I could be wrong, it's possibly not the only vehicle that has a turbo on it, is the vac truck, which you eventually unlock. I think the dock's a little bit further down. Yeah, you eventually unlock the vac truck when your uncle loses his license. I'm not 100% sure what triggers that. Normally for me it's happen once I've had the Satsuma built. But I don't know whether there's something in particular that triggers that. Because I know that putting certain things on the car, like I explained in the first episode, triggers the van to start appearing. So I'm just wondering if it's something like that that triggers it. But either way, we'll eventually go over and our uncle will be sitting out the front of the house with a carton of beer and basically sit down and talk to him for a little bit, and he explains that he got done speeding. He has no license. He goes on for a bit, and then he basically tells you that the keys to the vac truck are in the car, in the hallway of his. Beautiful. And then from there you can start doing the vac jobs, pumping out people's sewage, which I think's a little bit of an underrated job in this game. Yeah, the hose can be a little bit janky, but apart from that, it's 1200 mark a hit, and the last time I did it, I wasn't even sitting at home for that long. I think I was waiting for Flatari to do the car, and I ended up getting 4 calls, and they were pretty close to each other too, of people going, oh yeah, come pump my sewage out. And it was not very long after I'd gone over and got the keys off Uncle. Alright, so, there we go. We'll leave that there, and what we'll do, apparently, I've always filled this up from the, because you got 2 taps in here, you got the little tap underneath, and the shower head. Apparently this bucket fills up quicker from the shower head, so I'm going to actually try that right now. Yeah, it might be a little quicker. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while, so... Yeah, let's actually... grab the bucket. Nah, that's same. So whoever was saying that, I don't know where they got their information from. If it was from testing it in person, then that bloke is honestly blinder than a welder's dog. That to me is filling up at the same rate, and even if there is a slight difference, it's slight. Like, I wouldn't worry about splitting hairs over it. Alright, that's full. So I'll bring that back in here now. So, yeah, that light's on in there. We need to turn that off. Can't be leaving lights on, especially during the day, because it just runs the power bill up. Yeah, that's moving at a normal rate, I think. Lights definitely off in there, yeah. Don't have any other lights on. Wonder. Cool. Alright, so to brew this stuff, we take 6 sugars. All the effort that I put into neatly stacking them over there. And 1 yeast. That's supposed to be the perfect recipe. And then basically we put this back on. Did I forget something? Come on. Ah, I swear that's all that goes in it is sugar and yeast. Interesting. It's supposed to start like making like a boo boo sound, and that's when you can tell it's brewing. I might leave it for a minute, and we'll come back and we'll see if it starts bubbling. It might take a little bit. It's been too long since I've done this, so I can't remember. And while we're at it, we'll have a beer, because why not? And we won't get too drunk yet. There we go. That's the sound we're looking for. Beauty. You do your thing over there. So it bloops like that every couple of seconds, and then I think it slows down to like every 10 seconds, and then it stops. I think you're supposed to wait until it stops. I'm gonna have to look that up. Alright. We're gonna start getting this assembled, I think. And we'll start with the subframe. Yeah, we got a bit of daylight left. That's good. Come on, get in there. There it goes. And because we're still waiting on the ratchet set, we're gonna have to use the old what do they call them in this game? Whoops. Actually, yeah, they call it spanner set. We'll use the spanner set. For those, I believe it is 10 mil, and there are 4 bolts. So there's one on each side at the front. Oh, we can hear the thing brewing from here. And then there are 2. They're kind of like hiding up the back here. Yeah, actually, I think it's easier from the front. If you lean over, yeah, you sort of line yourself up with the back of the subframe, and then you can find the bolts pretty easy then. And then next, we'll throw, sorry, not the steering column, the steering rack. That just goes on the back of the subframe. Might need to go like that. Might need to get a little bit of distance on it. Grab it from there, come down, and there we go. And those, I believe, are 9 mil. Yep, and we got 4 of them. So hopefully we can get this thing on wheels and rolling by sundown. Next up is the steering column. That goes... I find it best to sort of grab it like this. I mean, most things in this game, it doesn't really matter too much, but... There we go. And... the steering column... 8 mil? We're gonna try an 8. I reckon we're on the money there. Where were the bolts for that? down the bottom, that's right. So there's one cheeky one underneath there that we just got. And then this one at the front here. Alright, so that brings us to the wishbones. These things here, yeah, wishbones. This was the right hand side, I believe. Yep. Is that all? Easy girl. What you can do to sort of help negate that is, I think you can jam the jack under there and just lift it up, and it stops it from bouncing around when you put some of these components in. Wishbones. Yeah, I think they're 12s. Maybe not. Maybe they're 10s. Yeah. And I'm just thinking away to myself here. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to deliver this kill you to drunk guy. We're going to have to do it in the tractor. And probably the best way is going to be to take the trailer to... probably should have waited until I had a few more bottles too. While we're at it, I think it places it back exactly where I picked it up. Yeah, beautiful. I have one of them. Actually, we'll just, that's right, it makes your thirst go up. But it makes your hunger go down. I forgot about that. Get these wishbones the rest of the way in. Get them all done up. Try and lay off the beers until we get this done. Now we can do the spindles. That's the right hand side. And I don't think it makes a difference until you get the tie rods, or what do they call them in this? Steering rods. Tie rod, steering rod, all the same shit. I don't think you can tell if the alignment's out until you get those in. But that's looking to me like it's already out. Which is always fun trying to wheel it in here. Now we can... I suppose we'll chuck steering rods in now. They do go that way. Okay. If I remember rightly. Oh, we had it there. Ah, so it is the back of the... I thought it was the front of the spindle. It's sort of connected to yellow.
Andro.
What you want?
Move.
No, not Andro. Tells you, fuck you, you're not Andro. No, fuck you. Ringing my house all the time. So there's been times when I've done... when I've played through this game, I've just been building the car and I'll get, like, honestly, I'm not even kidding, like, probably 10 calls from that guy. It was the front of the spindle, wasn't it? Yeah, so These can be a pain to get in sometimes. Or was it the back? I have to go and have a look now. No, it was the back. The back end of the spindle. Yeah, we just had it. Yeah, damn it. No sudden movements. Yeah, come on. Maybe we didn't have it. There we go. It's facing it the wrong way. Those, I believe, 12 mil? They look like a big bolt. That was 12 mil. And with these, just make sure, actually, I think it's a difference. Yeah, no, that's right, it's a 14 mil, so you can't accidentally do them up. The adjustment nut is just there. But it doesn't matter anyway, because you can't end up doing them up by accident. Not that the wheels are aligned anyway. That one's out by miles. That one looks like it's pretty straight, actually. What else? Disc brakes, they can go on there. These don't have a particular side. Yeah, right. That was not happy about that. Oh, pulled the spindle off and everything. God, I know this game can be a little bit temperamental, to say the least, but that's a little bit excessive game. We still have a beauty. What else fell off? Should be able to. That is 12 mil, isn't it? Yeah. I swear to God.
Sano Teemonilta kaupalta terve. Sulla
Cheers,
miksi jotakin
Timo.
osia siellä nää odottelemassa? Kun tuli tämmönen isohko paketti tänne nää.
Might do that tomorrow. Which will be next episode, I think. I don't know why it's not letting us do that up there. Oh, but yeah, right, because the game doesn't. Okay. It just looks like it's not done up, but I suppose because yeah, there's supposed to be another bit that connects the back of the spindle and sort of makes it like turn either way. But I don't know whether that is actually a thing in this game. Lordy, lordy, please help me. What is going on? Maybe I'm just wondering if we're supposed to do the half shafts or CV joints as we call them, constant velocity joints. Back in olden times, cars didn't have these, so they couldn't actually. You couldn't accelerate while you're turning, essentially. As far as I've been told, I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I thought we had to get the disc brakes on first, but Actually, is there a bolt for the spindles? I'm just wondering. I thought it was them. Oh, yes, there is. Yeah, there. I just had a sudden epiphany. I was like, yeah, the little bolt in the hole. So that was my bad there. Um, when in Rome, I guess, or Finland. That should allow us to put that on now. There we go. Now, if I remember rightly, we leave those out and then we put those in first. No, I didn't get the other one out yet. Come on, that sunset quickly. Wanted to get this thing rolling. Alright, and we're going to put the half shafts, aka CV joints. I'm going to get them in. And then I believe they're 14 mil. Go grab the other one first. We'll get it in. And I believe the ones inside are either 9 or 10 mil. Get a little bit of better grip on that. Put it down again. Give ourselves some space to work with here. There it goes. Now, 14 mil. Do those up. Oh, we're dying of thirst here. And you know how I feel about drinking water in this game, so we're just going to send it. Getting quite pile there. Oh, hello.
Morjens! Se on tuohon vaikka
Oh.
lisää.
Those got to be, by far, by a country mile, the worst job in the game. The hay bales. So basically there's hay bales scattered all around the map. And you gotta go and pick them up. There's 20 odd in total. I think it's like 21 or 22 or something. And it is an absolute prick of a job. You gotta do it with the tractor and trailer. And you gotta use the tractor to sort of pick the bales up and try and get them into the trailer. And you can't stab them with the tines or the forks on the front of it. And it's just a pain in the butt job. It'll take you... I should see if there's like an easy way to do it. In my experience, it's a pain in the ass. And I think he only pays like 3,500 marks. It's like, I'm gonna get almost that for doing a load of wood. And wood honestly takes you like... to chop it all up and load it into the trailer, probably maybe 10 minutes IRL, if that. If you're good at it, probably a little less. So we did these up. Didn't do this one up. Oh no, we did. Righto. Oh yeah, we gotta do the... A lot of people are like, why do you do these up now? Mainly because the game lets you do it. It's just one less thing you're gonna forget down the road. See if we can be cheeky and get them from the side. Yeah, so you're supposed to wait until you got the engine and gearbox in and then do these up, but the game, it allows you to put the engine in just fine and it still registers to them as tightened. So we do them now. That way it saves worrying about it in the future. I'll grab the phone. Ah, second time today, mate. I need to learn how to dial a phone. I swear that bloke must be blinder than a welder's dog, because he'll ring here another 10 times, I reckon. What were we about to do? We've done half shafts. I think next is the coils struts. Do these have a side? They do, don't they? Yeah, front right. This is where things can get a little interesting. Car will start bouncing around until we get the other side in. Try and be quick. Yeah. It's already off position by a country mile, but that's alright. The struts. I know the ones up the top of 10 mil. And, yeah. So they're 10 mil. Then there's 4 down the bottom. I think they're a size down, so 9 mil. Sounds like the brew's still going. 9 mil. Yeah, so there's 4 down here, yep. And 9 mil. So they just basically bolt the strut to the back of the spindle. Hold tight. Alright. Don't believe... I think that's all the bolts for strut, as far as I remember. I swear to God, if it's that kid again. Find where it lives. Bruh. Like, what? What the hell? That's 3 times today. And we haven't even got the front end of the car done. Actually, I think we have now. I think we move on. What else we got? Yeah, it's all rear end left now. So we'll go, that's rear left. I believe rear left is this side. Yep. And rear right. That sun is setting fast. So to get all the back end in, which is not too much to the back end. Trail arms, they are 12 mil, I believe. Yep. These can be a little tricky. Might try from there. No. So if you sit back a little bit, yeah. So there's sort of 2 arms to the trail arm, and there's a bolt on each side. Get the side done. Alright, that's brings us to springs. Also a fun part of this, much like the front. We'll start bouncing around and glitching about, and it's a fun time. If we can even get the sucker in there. Where the... So the positioning for some of the stuff is like kind of off to where it would be in real life. Come on. Give it to me. You bloody little... Might have to, oh, we got that side. Might have to go a little deeper. A little deeper, that's what she said. Oh, it's not bouncing around. It's, this car works in mysterious ways. Don't believe there's any bolts for springs, they just pop in as is. Shock absorbers are next, and then we do the drums, and then we're pretty much ready for tyres. So these sort of go here towards the back a little bit. Yeah, we're starting to run out of daylight here. We're dying of thirst here. Oh, must be beer o'clock. Yeah, have a quick drinky poo, eh? Tonight's effort. Couple of fallen soldiers. Shout out to the bloke on TikTok that does that. Literally, not TikTok, on Instagram. Every night he films himself walking into his kitchen, and he's got like this little area off to the side with all his like empty alcohol bottles. And he's like, tonight's effort. And he walks up and he's like, yeah, got a few dead soldiers. And then he shows, he's normally got his plate of dinner ready. He shows his plate of dinner, and it's like caked in an inch of salt and pepper every time. And then he's got like his vitamins and whatever other pills he takes. He goes, oh, Smarties. And then he shows his alcohol he's going to drink for the night. And it's normally like tequila or something. And if it's a full bottle of tequila, it'll be like, yeah, and no need for backup tonight. She's a fully. Or it'll be like a half bottle, and he'll have a full bottle next to it. He's like, yeah, she's only a halfie, so we got backup. And it's just like the funniest thing. It's like the most Australian thing ever. And he's just shot to fame in Australia. I think he's got like 30 or 40,000 followers on Instagram now, from like absolutely nothing. And that's all he's ever put on that Instagram channel. It's just him doing that every night. I think it's the funniest thing ever. Yeah, we're starting to run out of daylight here. We didn't get those bolted up, did we? So we got top one. That's a big one, the top one, I believe. I think we've got the right size. So if you come around here, you can see them here. So that's where the strut tower goes in. Yeah, so 12 mil for those, and then... Fuck, what are the ones underneath? They're not as big as these ones. They're pretty small. I want to say 7. And they're right underneath there. No, it's not a 7. 6 maybe. That's small. I know they're small. Yep, 6 mil. And there's 2 of those suckers, one on each side of the strut. There's one over there somewhere. There it is. So we'll get them done up. And we'll see if we can't get the wheels on. What we're going to do here, even though I use a little bit of electricity, is just in case that sun completely disappears on us. This game, like, when it gets dark, it gets dark. So I don't want to be left stranded outside, fumbling around on walls trying to find a light switch. We'll come prepared. Come prepared for backup. Because the sun, she is not a fully. He's crack up that bike. Oh yeah, we got the drums to go on. Those, I believe, are 14 mil straight down the middle. Yeah, nice big bolt. So I dare say we'll go with 14. Just throw it at it. Yeah, just throw it at it. Just throw it. We'll get those done up. So we don't want any other bits falling off because we're forgetting things. I mean, it has been a long time since I played this game. Couldn't even tell you how long. I'd probably say close to 2 years, at least. And then from there, we should be right to put the wheels on now. One thing I did want to do, I don't want to piss around too much anymore, but I've been shagging around like an old fart. We'll get the ruler out. I just want to test the tread on these. So that's 64. That's about average. What we might do too, just so the car doesn't chuck a complete fit. I mean, I've seen people with their car end up on the roof of the house or even the shed. Which is hilarious watching from the sidelines, but it's not funny when you do it yourself and you're like, yeah, cars on the... Oh, we might be a little too deep there. That's also what she said. You're too deep, Blue. You're too deep, Joe. Get out of me. I knew it. It's too dark out here. You gotta line it up, subframe. Fuck. We're gonna need a smoko break here, I reckon. I reckon we'll get this done, even though it's dark. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna have another fallen soldiers of the pile. And we're gonna, coming out here, And we're gonna multitask on our smoko break. Leave me alone, I'm on smoko. A lot of very Aussie specific memes that you'll see from me on this channel. Oh, we're not done with the cigarette yet. Now we're gonna wait for the fucking smoke to go. Come on, finish pissing, mate. Bloody hell. Like a bloody dragon. Oh, we're so close too. There we go. Now, let's get these bloody wheels on this thing. Get him on there. Get him on. I believe the wheels are a 13mm nuts. Oh, I didn't bloody... Yeah. Come off there, you bastard. 1%. Yeah, lovely. That's not even gonna make it to friggin'... For the time being, for the sake of getting the fucking thing in the shed. Because it's just easier to work on in there. Have the tools up on the bench and all that good stuff, you know. You know, Jay? So we'll get the tyres on and we'll roll her in the shed, and then for the rest of the build, until we get everything pretty much done, I didn't want to have to do it that way, but that will pop almost straight away in my experience. You'll get down like just past the uncle's driveway and she'll go blammo. It's like, yeah, sick. So what we'll do is we'll chuck them on, get it in the shed, get it built, and then we can roll it back out again once it's built. And we'll just have to do the process that I'm currently doing at the moment in reverse. We'll pull them off. Hopefully we'll have the van, and we'll have to take the wheels down the Flatari. I wanted to do it all in one hit. But, you know, this game's never straightforward. I mean, you get done for manslaughter without running people over, so... I mean, I don't know, like... The only other thing I can think of is at the servo, when we backed up and the trailer went all funny. But I got out and had a look, and I couldn't see anyone, so... I don't know. It's just... Much like this car, this whole game works in mysterious ways. So we'll jack that up there, Joe. And get these last tyres on. So we'll get the old ruler, the old inspection tool there. The old 12-inch populating tool. Yeah, we got 2 duds. Sick. Well, we'll be taking all of them off and delivering them all to Flatari. Have a go at this one, Joe. 66. So we got a 66, a 64, a 1 and a 1. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I don't know what the odds are getting 2 duds, but maybe we should go and buy a lottery ticket at Timo's. Never know, we might win it. I've always wondered if there's a way to manipulate the lottery in this game. Because there's ways of, like, digging into the game files. and you can set different values like how much money you got and stuff. You can even repair your car and stuff, which is essentially cheating. Kind of takes all fun out of the game, but I wonder if in those said game files you can find lottery numbers, because the game makes you choose your own numbers. Actually, I don't know if we can. As far as I remember, you have to choose your own. I don't know if there's like a give me random numbers option, but maybe there is. Let us know down in the comments section, Joe. If you know Joe. You know Joe? And yeah, be interesting to know. Maybe one day when I'm fluffing about, and I just want to absolutely pimp my ride. Yeah, that wheel's... Yeah. We call that one blue. That's what you say when some bloke's got eyes pointing out different directions. Oh, his name's Blue. Yeah, why do you call him Blue? Because one eye blue west and one eye blue east. That's exactly what this car looks like right now. One tire's blue west and one tire's blue east. Actually, that one's pretty fucking straight. That should be enough to roll her in the shed now. Roll her in, Joe. And this episode's going to be a little bit of a long-winded one, but she'll be right. She'll be right. Okay, Joe? She'll be right. Put those away. Because those are dangerous tools. They're weapons of mass destruction, at least in this game now. And we'll gently start to caress her. Yeah, I thought so, because that tire's pulling out hard. She's gonna... We might... See, that's just about to go onto the pit there. Might give her a little bit of a overcorrection. Scoot the arse end around here too. How about that? How about that? Me outside. How about that? Perfect. We need to scooch in here. Give her a little nudge there, Joe. Yeah, she'll be right. Send her in. Careful now. Give her a little nudge over again. And we'll get her in a fairly good position to work on. Actually, I reckon that's fucking spot on the money. What do you know, Jay? What do you know, Jay? Fuck all. That's what I know, Jay. A whole lot of fuck all. Yeah, that's perfect. Beauty. Well, that will be the end of this episode, I think. I'll turn that off. See if you can't fumble our way inside. Close that up. Come inside. Come inside, Joe. Get stuck into tonight's effort. But we'll end the episode there. Next episode, I think we don't have any jobs on yet. we'll figure out what's going on with this. And we'll probably just get some more building done to the car. Probably get the body work on. And I think one of me fallen soldiers gone through the wall. Right, we'll start filling up this thing then. Not me fallen soldiers. But, yeah, that's what we'll get stuck into next episode. We'll get the bodywork done, the interior, and possibly some of the engine. Let's see how we go, Joe. If you like the episode, smash that like button. Comment below anything you want to see me do, anything in this series, any suggestions for other series. I'm always open to suggestions. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers, fellas.
To